then I got number 5, food truck and street tackle. So if you're interested, apparently it's part of the meeting.
What?
But it's old paper.
I use old paper.
Well, then after my house,
We
we do. Save
I
money.
use old paper.
Well, I had to use
work.
who knows. Hey, you remember,
I use old paper.
like feeding back to us exactly what was said, but you're gonna be late. You're not really.
Looks like I'm not late.
You're
Looks
5
like-
minutes late.
All right, I'm late.
Yeah, you're late.
All right, so now everybody's here. Look back to
Not a problem.
John Blake.
Obviously, we have a forum. Reading approved minutes of the last meeting, so we have motion to approve the minutes. All those in favor? Aye. Okay, we're here to open the final 2026 budget committee. And we
So I gave everybody copies of, if you want to just sit up here, Joe, you can. You're the only one in the audience.
You can have a good chair.
I gave everybody a copy of last year's budget and then this year's budget. And rainy day and cum cap is the same as it was last year. General. Yeah, speed bump. Anyway, general is increased by 8,850 from last year because we have the large dam inspection next year. So we have to bring the crane in and the 2-day deal, and we have the tabletop exercise. So it's a 9% increase from last year to 0.6.
This is all in line with what we covered last.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't see any differences from what we discussed last meeting. Was there any changes? Well,
No changes.
can I get a motion to
I make a motion to accept this budget.
second? All those in favor?
I,
Aye.
You have the ordinance that you need to find. It's ordinance number 2025-01. It's the 2026 budget.
Yeah, everything. I sent you all that stuff that we were supposed to post online.
Oh, yeah.
I got on that.
So today when I was getting everything ready for the meeting, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, that doesn't look right. For some reason, when I printed this off the first time, so under general and under cum cap, it was blank. It had nothing in there. So, and I know I went through because it's a computer program and you have to, once you do your first hearing and everything's okay with it, then you basically switch everything over into the adopted section and then it prints this out for you. So I don't know if maybe just in that one, I didn't get it transferred over, but I'm glad I caught it. 'Cause it could have been a mess up. That's there's 2 of them there.
This is an audit.
where do you want to sign there?
Next your name.
Well, I would.
Yeah. I'm having difficulty.
There's 2 of them there, yeah.
Wind Fisher Enzyme Solutions, Garrett Company.
Okay, he is on hold. For a meeting we had last Friday, so.
Okay. What else to say?
Oh, close the hearing on the budget. Did you say closing the
Closing. the hearing.
at 5:40?
Yeah. Fine.
Second.
Hey, yeah. Both. You both look tree and city one. I thought we already did that.
No, that was the one in the public access pond. So quotes on. Yeah. Is that number 3? Oh, I do letters. That's
See,
here's an ordinance that needs signed. So Michiana Tree Service is $1,200. Next affordable tree care is $22.10.
$1,000
I know, and Taylor Specialties is $2,200. It's a huge tree.
This is the big sycamore.
This is the one in the middle of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we knew when we put in the reground asphalt that it probably was gonna compromise it, and it's got enough dead stuff in it, it makes me nervous. We'll park the cars down there.
So this includes concrete.
Does this one does cut and remove sycamore tree and driveway, grind stump and revolve it in debris. So yes, it does.
So the $1,200 guy, stand before.
No, but I see for that amount. We can give it a shot.
Yeah, $1,000.
Yeah, I agree. Last time we talked about, asking if they're insured. Did we do that?
They are, if that's the group. I can now do that.
Yeah.
I don't remember, did you talk about it?
You know they're insured.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Baxter is covered. We're gonna prove himself to receive a copy of this. Yeah, I'm here. Make a motion on that. What was that your motion? That's my motion. Okay.
Second.
All right. All right.
They ordered signs. So. Next couple weeks, beginning.
All right. On hold for September, Joe Ryan, advance one city. This is the bird problem.
This is the pond problem, just as a little quote. So Joe's been working on it since last year, trying to come up with something about them. So you got anything for us, Joe? It's kind of a
Well,
mess.
I'm not finished with the advancement of the town planner, the pepperoni gallops, but I did meet on 4/4/25 with Jonathan Schramm from Mary Leigh Environmental Learning Center, Goshen College. Very nice man. He drove out here and looked at it. He was concerned about that one tree that was leaning. It has fallen down and been removed. That was, I'm sure that one was expensive. I wish I could have seen it.
He used a crane.
I was there just after they finished. Talked to the guys, but in any event, we talked about some possible plantings, sumac, box elder, native. I've been sending him periodic pics, to the water levels. Obviously in spring it goes up more and things. You know, a couple of my visits, there's gasoline and oil that people park their boats and trailers over on that side and that wanders in. There's also the horses, damaged horses. One thing we were talking about when the horse tie-up was closer to the lake, was maybe putting trash can over there like they have at Miller's. I talked to the manager, that's successful. I have an old shovel scoop that I can donate, no trash, just that, and I don't know who hauls that away.
The Amish do.
But I think that would be reasonable. You talked about Gabby and the basket, we do have plants actually in the water. The Chicago Botanic Garden, does that, they can put that basket and put the plant in there and. It helps filter the water, obviously I don't know. That's not my expertise, but it seems to have some pollution factors from the cars and the boats and things, so that was a suggestion. There's straw waffles that could be put, down by the water to prevent soil erosion, like you. And again, I'm not super familiar and follow his advice, but put a straw, snake there and that's, caving in and things. And then periodically, I don't know, is that part of the Boy Scouts or anybody?
Meaning how,
The trash,
The debris,
we cleaned it up with the chamber cleanup last spring.
I mean,
There's nobody set up to
it's
do
a
it.
little treacherous because it's steep and gravel, people could fall.
We only got what was safe to get,
Yeah.
the rest of it.
Did you spray it again this spring? Last year, I know you didn't.
I don't think so, but I'd have to double check.
I don't think we did.
We did, different kind of treatment this year.
Um,
We're supposed to kill the fall. Yeah.
We did a bio instead of,
The weeds along that guardrail, I think it's sprayed the year before, and I'd asked if we were gonna do some planting to not do that, but they're non-existent up there, there are other areas. I think it would, just planting probably needs soil and. So, what I was hoping for was that he might have an intern or a student that would come up with a design that.
Narrowing.
Yeah, but everybody's facing cutbacks. So, I put out 2 calls and emails during recently to not hear back. We just got back from the Grand Tetons visiting with friends, and so, but I've been checking with them. And I also have been in contact with Tiffany, and Parker, and Jean Stratton Porter, and she's not great about returning her phone calls either, but everybody's busy and this is not a priority, but I will continue to reach out to that. There was hope that maybe could do some fall planting, but I don't see where that's going. It would be in the spring next year.
Didn't think it's gonna be an early fall.
Yeah,
one of the places that you might want to check for help. At little or no cost would be Great Heights. They have a program for their students there, a horticulture program. They have greenhouse. And their students sell plants to raise money to fund their further endeavors. And they also care for the park there at the school.
and where's that located?
It's right on Great Heights High School.
Okay.
It's split between Steuben and Orange County. So
It's
20,
it's 1100 East in US 20.
Around.
no,
I know every road before counties do.
I will follow up with them. Advance Farm City, got a $3,000 grant, from the Deco Foundation's worth of this. Last year we planted 1,700 bulbs, mostly at the building. This year we're hoping to do the same with the students. predominant place with the pepper and gallops, those are the gardens. There that have our fish company, so. That's a bunch of, but, I don't know if anybody knows, Becky Heidenreich and I are two of the major planters and stuff. I was up there, I haven't had lunch with him, then my son called, I haven't had dinners. I should make this brief.
Before you pass out.
But, you know, if you know of anybody or if we've been, you know, we're just having a hard time getting volunteers. Somebody that, you know, everybody asked, you know, I got, someone over from Cree Lake to come in, you know, I know her, you know, and, kitchen cabinet. Kim Schroeder, so, you know, she's got it on, but, you know, again, if we're undertaking this kind of project, it's just.
You might want to check with people who are taking the master gardening program. And that would be for Chief Stratton Florida.
We did,
If they like, they want to be a master gardener, you know, they like to.
sure.
We also have to put in a certain number of hours.
You have to put in some
Hours,
hours.
that's a good, very good point. Thank you. We did get one young lady that had a DUI in Fort Wayne that had 20 hours in community service, and she was polite. Her husband donated, you know, landscaping, his dump trailer and his loader, and they got some, things out at the sewer plant there to spread on the garden. I don't have anything much else to give you. It's still sort of one of those up in the clouds type of projects. I will continue to work on it. If you have any questions or any.
Good suggestions. Table today.
I had sent you an email a long time ago about possibility not spray and some suggest, you know. I was a retired dentist by day and a gardener by night, and I've done some gardens for like 30 years for friends. So it's just a passion of mine, and I like beautifying from city and getting back to the community. And we're trying to get the kids to stay on their screens and have a project like that. So, but if you know of anyone, feel free to contact me.
The decoration is on 9 at the parking lot. With above the access. Great. Yeah, whoever is responsible for that, the marvelous job. And the gals.
You drive the white car?
Yes,
You've been a busy guy.
thank you.
You have put in some hours.
I am.
Yes.
You got a camera?
Yeah, basically, right out my kitchen window.
Yeah.
My house is the first house on the alleyway that goes to the liquor store. The White House with the green. Roof.
Yeah, I know where you're at. I'll talk to your husband, so.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been watching you today.
Well, I'll wait from him it's an hour.
Okay.
Periodically. Yeah, it's coming along, but it's been a tough year with the heat. It's watering today. Somebody ran over my hose. That crimped in, and so I've got new pieces. It's been fixed the second time, but I think maybe the hose and it's not working. Some guy stopped today. Says, I'm sorry, I hit your cone. I hope I didn't ruin your hose. So I put 2 cones on the junctions. I have 6 hoses up there.
You might have a hose from the town.
That's in here.
My husband would love to have you, but he just had another knee replacement.
Yeah, well, good. Well,
That's 4 joints.
it's therapy. Keep going.
I know that there is a 4-wheel utility vehicle.
I do. I don't think Art has ever utilized that.
Oh, but I've asked them to stop the boat.
Sarah,
Sarah.
Sarah Doors, yeah.
It's available.
Yeah.
You want to haul water, that's good. Easy to put in the back. stand on that, you know,
Yeah.
no, just so you're aware.
Yeah, no, we are, I don't know, she lives right behind Miller's, close to you, and she just walks it around.
Right, let's see it.
But, yeah,
Thank you for your efforts and your
Thank-
practice.
thank you, I'll keep Leigh advised. You
I'll
know,
check to see if we got those.
yeah,
I feel like we bought a bunch of them when we did those trees down there.
this is not for this group, but the tribute tree, tagged dogwood and feelings, so I'll talk to the
Spring.
city, or, no, this fall.
Really? Cause they told me we couldn't plant it till the spring.
Hmm.
That's why we planted this one in the spring and not in fall.
Okay, usually fall is, but there are a couple trees, but I will double check that. I thought I would kind of scrape that area and they would be planting it. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for noticing. It's my pleasure. Take care. Have a good evening.
Many more theories.
Yeah. If they're over the plow,
They just want to complain about it. All right, update on good. Update on water quality group, August 29th. Well, most of us were there. What do we just say?
we update to the word. Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a lot we cannot release.
Yeah, that's right.
It's gonna be. We have to be careful.
Correct.
Oh, that's on recording.
Yeah, yeah.
The information that we were given is, I want to say this right, so that it won't cause controversy here, is supposedly could cause some problems if other areas of the state got wind of what is happening. Am I saying this well?
You're fine.
That they don't want this public information out there to start some kind of public outcry that would say, well, why not us? Kind of thing. So long story short, there is activity that's going to happen early. It is not information that's going to be readily available to us. It's a double-blind study, which is common in scientific circles. And we probably won't know the results of this test, so to speak, until probably for about 3 years. So the data will not be available to us. The funding is in place. It's kind of on an automatic pilot at this point from the government of Indiana. And that's about what I can tell.
I think we feel that, it's a very positive step.
A lot of information, I'm sorry.
But for those of you that were there, you're all in agreement that this is a good way to go?
Yes, we were right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all I need to know.
Or did, yeah, so. I think we're there. Right. Standard. Sounds very favorable. They're not out of compliance. They're. And the improvements within the plan. Have been. A great factor in why that craft is spending money to do improvements.
Okay.
Either done or mostly done or recommended by EPA.
Excellent. Yeah, that's
I
good.
raised the question.
That's a step forward.
Where the idea was about channeling the release of plant effluent to a channel bypass enrichment. And he gave an outlet, I'm sure as to why that wasn't feasible, but I didn't understand.
It would change the regulations that are on the line down and actually make them less restrictive,
That's restricted.
which
Because-
doesn't help us over.
Correct, because it's not
I got
going
that.
into
Oh, I got it.
a
Oh, you
lake
got it.
body of water.
Yeah, it's based on the body of water.
Yeah. don't know, I thought. You know, we fought and talked about it for a long period of time. We've been hopeful. That we could bring about some kind of change that would be positive to this thing. And I think overall. Whatever little contribution we have made with the water quality group and conservancy district league association. It has been enough of an impetus to move it in the direction that's positive. So I wouldn't say we didn't do anything.
I was trying to figure out how to say that without divulging proprietary information, but the,
Well, if nothing else, they know that we are present.
the work that we've done in the Leigh Association, done with Dr. Sweeten in the past, helped us to get the first base for what's going to happen next. And
I think it was very critical, actually. It's more than just a little bit. If what occurred didn't take place, we probably wouldn't be doing that.
yeah, we wouldn't be on first base. It's all good.
I think it's the best we can do. So I don't see what happens. You know, God, I know in 3 years. Okay.
And if it works, we'll see along the way.
Well, I asked that question after the meeting. Because if they would see some subjective.
They probably don't want to make a commitment to anything at this point.
Well, he said there's so many unknowns that he had. This was, he wanted his exact answer was this. We'll see.
Yeah, but if you take the amount of. Problems they had with their MPDS permit being our limits to what they have done now. It's a huge change.
If you went back, it was. I'm not kidding. I don't mean they were. They were never in.
The Rembrandt plans that we developed.
And so they would have, instead of having 1 or 2 days where they were out of compliance, like we talked to at the meeting, they would have 1 or 2 days where they were in compliance.
Yeah.
And it just,
The number comes to mind of 551 days was in that report. Out of a 2-year period.
it was a disaster. So it's night and day difference. You can kind of argue still that we got some room to go and go to do this. But I would say, what would be the percentage of improvement on this? 95%.
Something high.
I would say,
It's
and
enormous.
then with crap putting the pretreatment in.
I have to give the guys that the water treatment a lot of credit too, because they did step up and do what they were supposed to do. Albeit under a little bit of.
A $69,000 fine a day. Kind of gets your attention. Focus is your priority. Times 2.
Okay, updating district plan in progress.
I haven't had time to do it.
I'm gonna have
So,
like 5 seconds for easy.
Either.
In fact, I feel like we just met. 3 minutes ago.
All right, well, let's go forward that one.
I just leave it on there so we don't forget it. Oh, I was hoping Roberta would be here to talk about the mural.
What's going on with the mural?
Well, I think she is working on. With the guys, well, the company that did the bracing, the framework. And she CC'd me on an email that she sent to them. She wanted them to go look at where we want to put it. And see if the bracing we have will be enough, or if we need to short up. I think it's gonna be short up some, but. So it's moving forward,
Good.
baby steps, but
Where's the mural go?
gonna go along the trail there at the public access. So on the north,
Is there a wall?
Fence. it's going on the fence.
Going on the fence.
That's it. So,
Well, it'll be in line with that house, so I don't know how much wind can get through there, but that's why she's having to check bracing. And I did notice on another note, and it's not on here, but I was down at the public access yesterday and it looked like Aero Fence might have started fixing the burned up pieces of fence.
Yeah.
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 Okay, update on bike trail next level grant.
Yeah, I'm still working on buying the stuff. And let's be honest, I have not really done anything on it, so I need to do it. And get it off our agenda.
Update dam inspection schedule August 15th at 9 AM.
Yeah, so we met with, he was here, the engineer was here, and he brought another guy with him. And everything went well, as far as I can tell. It was super hot that day and I was about ready to pass out, but
Those are the two guys in that.
yeah,
This is the first time they did this, right?
yeah.
Comments or experience with them, sure.
No, I mean, we just did our stuff and he asked some questions, like some historical questions about different things, you know, why the bike trail looks like it humps up. Yeah, and that's because that slurry wall's in there, and then the area that's wet there on the base of the dam. Another thing. They along in Sycamore, yeah, that's working. They stayed after I got done with all the zometers and all that stuff and walked around after I left, so. And I haven't gotten the report yet, so. It's pretty early.
Is the piece of room first or at the bottom?
I don't know, there's a piece of rebar flooded at the dam. No, they got that out.
Oh, they did get it out, okay.
He wants that tree cut down. I know he did say that on that second weir. He wants that tree cut down. I go, have at it. I go, I'm not doing it, and I'm not asking any of my guys to do it, so. I don't know how we would get it out of there. I'm not doing it. So, if you guys got any bright ideas on how to get rid of that tree? Well, you can't get to it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think there's loppers big enough, or, you know, whatever you call those things, that are long enough to get to it. And I'm not climbing out on that concrete.
No.
Yeah.
So
When do we get the report? In 60 days or so?
probably.
You're not anticipating.
Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't see anything.
all right. Miscellaneous business, need signature on reconciliation sheets.
That's you, Jay.
That's me. Here we are, pay bill general, we have town of Rome City, $40 for you. That's our utility bill. Mixed portable tree service, $3,800. They did a pretty good job on that. Okay, please, Pranger's third quarter contract. JS Lawn Care, $1,900, and available portable toilets, $131.50 for a total of $8,246.50.
I'm going to pay you for the 650.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any other business?
Yeah. What is this free document?
That's you wanted to do this, so here we go, Jay.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna.
You put the election stuff at the bottom. I don't know if you know for that.
Oh, yeah, it has to be on there for our government now. So I do as I'm told.
I don't want to take a lot of.
Don't ask me what has to be on there, but they thought it would be a good idea at some point. It's what they're waiting. I should say that.
Were
That's
you
yours.
taking this home to review?
No, I thought we were gonna go through it.
A little bit. Let's go, just take a few minutes, but just start. We'll go at each meeting if we can.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of you guys, I don't think you've ever been through this. Okay, this is part of the manual. John graciously digitized it and you sell it to everybody. Did you not? So you have a copy.
If you want.
You have a copy somewhere, or you can get you.
Yeah, it's on, you should have gotten it by email.
Yep, the way this is set up is by degrees. You have an event level 3, a level 2, and then level 1. I call it DEFCON 3, DEFCON 2, and DEFCON 1 just because
That's fine.
that's how my brain thinks.
It's most important.
And
No, red is the worst.
if you get to the first stage, which we did this spring, we the first thing that you should be doing at that point is we should notify you. And at least you should get out this action plan and start to review it so that it's available to you. If you have never reviewed it, then that's something that we really need to do. In the event that there is a major disaster, things can progress very, very quickly within hours. And at that point, you can go from that event level 3 to event level 2 to event level 1, where you're in catastrophic failure mode. And basically all hell will break loose. You will call the judge and you will start to get retainer deed lifted and allow a lot of people to get flooded down below you. Let's say the goal here is to save the levee. It's not to appease anybody, like there's, too much water on the lawns or anything like that.
Our critical function.
It is our critical function. It is our main purpose of existence is to save the levee. All right, so when you go, it tells you exactly where you gotta go on each one of these things. So if you go to event level 3 notification, see figure 2.1. And if you go to I'm used to seeing it on big.
This thing
That's
is what you're looking for.
Yeah, you think, very well.
It's at the end of the,
All right.
so if you go to the section 1 and then it tells you the event section and then at the end of that section.
Yeah.
The 1-6.
You'll also see these fold out sheets. This is your kind of roadmap, your flow chart, so to speak. So this is really the first document that you found. But if you find this, open up your folder of event level 3 notification, unusual events slowly develop. You'll see there's 2 more. Each one of these corresponds to that sheet that I can have.
1-6.
1-6.
You can use this on your wish.
First. Okay.
What happened here?
All right. So you'll see what happens. Unfortunately, the very first guy on the top of the list is a guy by the name of Jay Morley. So you can imagine how excited I am about that. So I'm gonna get a notification. I watch the geological survey and I can see what the water level is in real time on my phone. At that point, I have to make a decision as to, usually I call Leigh and she and I discuss along with the engineers on the dam and the levee, what we think where the direction of this thing's going. So if we know the weather's going to clear up pretty quickly and we have this event, we don't get too excited. We usually just monitor the situation and there's really no action plan that starts. However, we do want to start to use this more appropriately so that we're following the directions and the flow chart exactly. So in the past, we may have kept you in the dark, which would have been wrong for us to do so. From now on, we will be giving notifications. We've reached the event level 3 and just tell you what, keep you informed as to what's going on. If it starts to look low, and we have these, the Homeland Security people have a workshop every other year that we go to, and they present us with scenarios. So let's say there's some catastrophic storm that's occurring and it's gonna last for another week, and where they have copious amounts of rain. Then even if we're in event level 3, we have the anticipation we're probably gonna go to event level 2. If that's the case, then all of these people have to be notified and basically put on notice that we could really be moving into having some problems on the dam. So last time when, just for a test, I knew we weren't gonna get to level 2, but I did call and did start and ran through this flow chart and called these people. And some of them have retired, so you see kind of what's happened where a lot of people have been penciled back in. And talking to these people, most of them were very cooperative and available. Why? So anyways, in my test here, I called I'm trying to see where this one is. Noble County, and yeah, it was one of them that's National Weather Service. So I called the National Weather Service just to see what was going on. And we had a very enthusiastic young lady that was about to put on the news. You know that sign, that noise you get on your TV when it's an emergency? Yeah, you know, that real obnoxious one. She said, "Oh, I will put that on TV and everybody will know that you're having a flood." I said, "Whoa, wait a minute." I appreciate that, but no, you're not quite at that decision level just yet. I'm testing this. And she said, "Well, you let me know because I'd be happy to do it." I said, "Okay, thanks. I appreciate that." So the emergency part of the notification, I'm happy to announce is going to work just fine.
Yeah.
All right.
But we would not want to do that for.
I would assume, and probably 1, 2, or 3.
Move on to one.
We're going to a 1. Yeah, we call that.
That's because it used to be backwards,
Yeah.
and then they changed it
Well, let's change the back.
to confuse us.
Here's the thing, and I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time here tonight, but I do want you to start to review these again and do your homework. Just kind of follow through, so you can do it pretty easily because it tells you exactly which steps are needed and which page and which protocol is required at that point in time. So I think whoever wrote this and whoever did this actually did a pretty good job of this. The goal here is that if something were to happen, I'm not available, Lee's on vacation or something ridiculous like that,
It always seems to happen when I'm on vacation, just so you know.
that there are others. John, you'd be next in line, Cheryl, you'd be in there too. And then it's just important that there's a line of succession, that somebody knows how to do this. If God forbid, something bad happens.
Does anybody else have that app that shows the water level?
This is a web page, yeah, I have it.
You had it on your.
I have.
I'll send you guys the link.
Yeah. Why not?
It's kind of interesting anyway. You can get historical averages, you get all kinds of information, the data around it. So it's
And for us technical.
Maybe
piece,
this is cool.
navigate.
Okay. Well, it's not the most awesome people working. It's a little bit over technical.
Yeah,
Send it to me, John.
I have it connected to my home assistant, that's a home automation tool, and I have it on my screen all the time, and it sends me alerts. It's just fun, deep stuff. I'll send you the link, yep.
the way this is presented tonight is a little bit disorganized, but I will bring in the notebook next meeting and give us all an opportunity to really open it up and look at it. It's easier that way. You did clarity. But I think next meeting. Start over again. So I appreciate your time on this. I do want to get all the way through it. And it takes us 2 or 3 more meetings, that's fine, but I want everybody on this committee to be.
So the homework assignment is to read this before the
Yeah, at least go through those flow charts, flow chart, there's level 3, level 2, and level 1, and then find the corresponding actions that are on the, and you'll have, probably the gist of all that's required. It's pretty self-explanatory.
One of the times when we had a, touchy issue with the dam was after the blizzard of 78, when all that snow melted, and we got rain on top of that. Everything was crucial at that point, you know, the fire department was on watch, going up and down, checking out the guys on a regular basis.
How about in the spring of '82, like when Portland had its big flood, was there a problem up here?
We had some, but not as bad.
Not as bad.
We didn't get the amount of rain that Fort Wayne got.
I was, doing many days of doing sandbags. But didn't get to the breaking. I was way too down, far down the throwing pole for that.
Of what the sand baking for it's.
Tom, how's it going for you?
We're good. It been crazy out there?
Not too wild.
I was hoping it had really settled down after Labor Day.
Yeah, it's been.
Say, if you have a motion.
Okay.
Yeah, motion to adjourn.
Yeah, the request, that's nothing to do with this organization. Right? If anyone knows.
Yeah.
Few things somebody comes in and. right,
Yeah.
this- right, description.
No guy ready for that.
What about the former president?
Yeah.
Hired by the present company.
Yeah.
Well, I called Roberta and she said, I would, the people that they hired to graduate.
So we officially adjourned, correct?
Oh, okay, that motion to adjourn was made out.
I mean,
Second,
All in favor?
aye, we're officially done.
Okay, she didn't give me the names, she says, they messed up so bad on their part. Well, I gotta find somebody to call.
I will see guys on Friday that they have that.
Oh.